source.
Well, hello, everybody. Come on in. I'm Dave Allgood. This is Tracy Sinclaire. She will be the meteorologist today, as well as the amazing co-host and dancer, whatever this thing.
Yes, well, I was just...
Oh, it was always like, oh, yeah.
Ta-da!
Hey, we missed you guys. We're glad you're back. Where were you? Where'd you go? Did they... Yeah,
they were doing basketball.
Doing a little basketball. So we're glad you're back. We're going to have another short week. We'll just give you a heads up on that, but we'll tell you more about that later. But we got a all good news story.
Oh, that's good.
You like love. You like heritage.
Yes.
You like culture. Yes. You like flames. You like knives. Sounds like a Dateline episode, doesn't it? Yes, it
does.
But it's sweeter than that. So,
okay, very
that's
cool.
coming up with the all good news later on. It'll be fun.
So fun. And all he wanted was his favorite pizza one last time.
Story.
This is really kind of touching for me. But it was the off season for the restaurant. And so the staff granted the deathbed wish from a man from British Columbia. So touching, really just
I know. We've got the tissues somewhere.
Good, yeah. Somebody needs to grab me one pretty soon.
But anyway, happy Monday to everybody. And of course, as we do all the time, right now, it's time for the weather. And it looks like Melt Fest.
South Central's going to be in this freeze-thaw pattern that it's typical for this time of year, but we're still getting cold overnight, getting warm during the day. Things are going to get slushy, then get icy. Let's take a look at where we're at right now across the Anchorage area. 36 degrees. Obviously, we're in that melting zone. Winds out of the south-southeast, 16 miles per hour. So you still feel a little bit of that impact. So it feels like it's 26 degrees or in the upper 30s. So things continue to melt.
All right, thanks a lot, Tracy. Here are your top 4 headlines at 4. Parking is very limited now at the south terminal of the Anchorage Airport. Crews are closing half the parking lot, and it will remain mostly closed through the summer. The garage hasn't had any upgrades or major maintenance since it was built almost 40 years ago in the mid-1980s. Crews will do asphalt replacement and structural restoration as well as restriping. Airport officials suggest being dropped off and picked up if you travel. And happy Monday, everybody. You know, we like to highlight the good people do. And there's a little seasonal restaurant in Victoria, British Columbia, whose staff went above and beyond to fulfill a deathbed wish. Adam Sawatsky, he's got the story.
After spending...
Oh, good for them. Anybody else a little weepy? Yeah. All right, here's a look at what's coming up at 5 right here on CBS 5.
Coming up on the CBS...
Hey, Tracy, it's freezy. It's not freezy. You do the it's called the weather hokey pokey. You put
Stop. We have to make a vow that you don't put these songs in my head.
You put your whole frozen in, you put your whole frozen out. Come on, Tracy, say it with me.
You know, no. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at our forecast. And I want to show you this before I go, and I'm not going to be singing the hokey pokey through the rest of the day. But overall, we're going to see mostly cloudy skies, and our next best chance to see a little bit of precipitation, probably not until next Monday, Dave, so...
Yeah, you had me thinking, remember Slurpees, 7-Eleven Slurpees?
Yeah.
Remember the spa that came with that, the straw that was a spoon at the bottom? Yeah, that was, I don't know why I thought about that.
I don't know why you thought of that either, but I'm going with it, Dave. I'm there with you.
It's just slushy walking around, man.
Oh, I get it. Slushy.
Thank you. All right. Taking a deep dive into a lunchtime staple. Yep. An investigation into what makes a sandwich. All right, this sounds like a song, Tracy. Grinder, hoagie, sub, 2. What's in a name?
Oh, I didn't know I was supposed to sing
that.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. I didn't know if you had one like Reuben, grilled cheese, you know, or something, fill in one of those.
Grilled cheese, see?
Yeah, sandwiches. Yeah,
it's Monday. My brain's not quite firing on all cylinders just yet. But a sandwich by any other name would taste as sweet.
You're so poetic.
Here's Alex Corradetti with what's on the menu.
Mary.
Pop-Tart?
No Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tart is not a sandwich. Even a wrap is not a sandwich. It's a wrap.
I think they're getting way too technical, but that was a cute story, by the way.
It was cute.
But
now I want a sandwich.
But a hot dog is a piece of meat between bread, right?
Yes, but it's a hot dog. It's not a sandwich.
Well, yeah, I think we should definitely, you know, they're two different things.
They are two different things, and it's okay. The hot dog isn't any better than the sandwich. The sandwich isn't any better. We can all live and coexist. Right? Well, in one happy little world?
And I will say, I know I got to wrap, but a hot dog tastes better at a ball game than it does.
Yes, there's certain atmospheres.
There's certain, that you're like, because when I make them at home, they don't taste that good.
No, not as good.
All right, you guys decide. Remember the BlackBerry? Not the fruit, that electronic device that I still have tendonitis. Remember blackberries? A new movie explores their development and fall, and a socialite takes back her narrative. Here's Danya Backus with Uriah Entertainment.
Through on Monday.
All right, you know, and I was doing that smile, and it made me think I was trying to be a ventriloquist or something. It's like, hey, Tracy, how are you?
That's exactly what it feels like.
Like we just had our jaws wired or something. Yeah. All right, thanks, Tracy. A dedicated custodian and educator, he's worked for the same Wisconsin school for, get this, 60 years. Now, as Andrew Bannister reports, he's in the running for some national recognition. I bet he's got a key ring with so many keys on it, right? All right, fanning the fire of culture. How one local man pays tribute to his Samoan roots, paying homage to his heritage with dance. That's coming up next. All right, Some Like It Hot. Remember that movie years ago, back in the day?
And the song, Power Station.
Oh, my God, the 80s. We didn't know that. All right. Love, marriage, and heritage. How flames of love and passion are combining to bond.
And for the couple you're about to meet, Wendell Pedro and his wife, Bonicia.
Mm-hmm. You did great.
It's a fire dance and dreams that fuel their future.
I've always done it. I've always loved it, and it's just been a part of me.
Because I believe in him and I believe in his gift and his dreams.
I was always performing. If I wasn't performing, I was acting. It's always been a part of me since I've been born, so.
I saw Wendell here at the YMCA practicing in this room, and like you, I wondered, what was he doing?
It's a recreational thing, but it's very intentional for me.
What he's doing is called a Samoan fire knife dance and gifting.
He loves to spin fire. He's been spinning fire knives since he was a child.
And this is Bonicia, Wendell's wife of 2 years and his biggest fan. Matter of fact, when they first met,
he showed me his fire knife, and like I said, the rest is history.
As Paris Hilton used to say, that's hot. They've been married 2 years now, and as I dug a little deeper, this whirlwind romance and Wendell's fire dance, it's much more.
Part of us embracing our culture is just receiving the truth of our identity and who we are.
Immersed in my culture, so I've always done it, I've always loved it, and it's just been a part of me.
This is about carrying the message of roots. Wendell came from a performing family on the Hawaiian Islands.
My mother was, my adopted mom was a musician, so she sang while I had to dance, you know, so.
And Bonicia, she just truly loves Wendell.
But when I watch him dance, I have such a sense of not only his strength, but like the strength of his people.
I got to admit, with a backdrop of snow-covered Alaskan mountains, this was pretty darn cool. So the why? It was so simple.
Do what makes you happy. And do it with passion.
And oh yeah, this young happy couple, where there's a flame, there is possibly a bun in the oven.
Baby. Yes. 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 We're gonna have our own little dancer, you know?
Well, not quite yet, but possibly the future. Behind every good fire dancer is a strong woman.
I couldn't have done it without her.
Because we choose to love each other through everything that life throws at us.
So why? Love. That's why, and that's...
Yes.
the Allgood News.
Now, of course, it was cold outside, so he did put on his Hawaiian gear.
Outfit,
but
yeah.
His Samoan Fire Knife Act, he's been doing it since he was 5 years old. And other than a few minor cuts and burns, he says he's just fine.
That is amazing stuff. And if Bonicia seemed a bit surprised when Wendell said baby, she was, and she was incredibly happy. It was news to her.
But she was happy. She's like,
happy. It's okay.
You want to have a kid? Okay. Well, that's where that came from, so I left that in there. So good deal. If you have an idea for an All Good News story, just hit me up right there. There's the email right there, allgoodnews@ktuu.com. Would you spin around some fire?
Probably not.
Okay.
He's good, though. He's very impressive.
You don't have to. Here's Nora O'Donnell with what's coming up at 5 here on CBS 5.
Coming up right here on the CBS Evening News, our new...
Yeah, that's so cool. All that stuff is really cool, man.
I'm always so impressed that they can just start them back up from a distance. I can't even get my remote to work on my TV, and they're controlling something on Mars. This is fabulous.
My headphones don't work when I go to the other side of the building. I don't know what's going on. Bluetooth, whatever. All right. Thanks, Tracy. They had their rug stolen out from under them. Who? Wasn't Aladdin. The porch pirate who says they made a mistake and returned the carpet with an apology. Welcome back, everybody. A beautiful new flower that looks like ice.
That's so cool. And some strange lights in the sky over California. Here's Jeremy Roth with today's Take a Look at This.
Aww.
I want to do the bear hug, but I don't want to crawl into a bear den, so I don't want to do the rest of it.
No.
I just want to cuddle the cute little
the
teddy
little
bears.
ones.
The ones that look like teddy bears.
Yeah, the little ones. So everything's melting. The Wicked Witch of the West. I'm melting.
Yes, and it is going to continue to melt, at least during the day throughout the week. It is going to freeze up overnight. We're still getting down into the 20s, even the upper teens later toward the weekend. So just kind of be prepared. Even a chance of some rain snow mix tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, it's like the teens. You don't know if they're happy or sad.
Yeah, it's
teen
so tough
weather.
to decide.
All right, CBS Evening News is next.